I don't know why I do this to myself, because every year, like, it just always ends up being a mad rush just to see how far it is. I mean, we're leaving in a week, but tomorrow I leave for the UK for a week. It's just, yeah, as you can imagine, or as you can see, it's just like organized chaos over here. Getting all of our odds and ends, seeing what is essential, what we need to take. Oscar boy, hello, are you ready? Another season, my boy, it's going to be fun. Oh, and this I'm so stoked about. A little National Lunar Ice Maker, because you know how much space ice takes, so really happy about that. Oh, and the best part, I haven't packed for the UK yet. I'm leaving in the morning. Oh, Marius, why? Why do you do this to yourself? Pretty special, isn't it? The English countryside. It's even more impressive when you get that very occasional thing called sunshine, which I'm told does happen every now and then. But just walking in these lush rolling greens, I don't know, I find myself absolutely transported to another place. It feeds your soul and you just feel tranquility and peace. But not this piece of English countryside. Because just outside Winchester in the South Downs National Park, there is a farmland that this weekend is going to be having its soil tilled by a different kind of horsepower.
But what makes this sport so amazing is the level of access for the fan and the fan. I mean, they are crazy in terms of showing their love and passion for the sport. It was Ricky Carmichael that said to us, when you come to Europe, there's history, there's heritage, and this is exactly what he was talking about. So for me, my first visit to the Motocross of Nations, it is a monster event. Put it on your bucket list. You have to do this.
Just got back into Port Elizabeth from an amazing trip to the UK for work. It was incredible watching the Motocross of Nations. But now I've got to pack the car, get everything ready, load the dogs, and then get up to Johannesburg for season 3 starting there on Friday. So you've still got to wrap the vehicle, pick up the trailer, you know, do all of those rather important things. So yeah, it means I've got a couple of hours to pack, grab some sleep, and then get on the road at like 3 in the morning so I can get to Joburg tomorrow afternoon. It's just mad.
Whoa, Ma, where are we going? She said there and back just to see how far it is. Whoa, Pa, why are we going? He said, 'cause we got this time that y'all gave in our hands, just to see how far it is. Oh, come on, brother, please. Won't show us just how far it is.
Time check is 20 to 4. I got to bed at 11:30, so not ideal, and yeah, it's not like why just leave later, because we've got crazy deadlines. I've got to be in Joburg this afternoon. What a mission trying to fit everything in. Obviously ideal when you leave from home with the trailer, because you pack accordingly and everything's distributed right. But at the moment, I mean, the dogs are packed up high. There's no ways that anyone else is fitting in this car. But yeah, this is the I can't believe it, to start just to see how far it is season 3, and that in itself makes me super happy. I know I might not seem it at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm just a little stressed about all the things that still have to come together, and 1,100 kilometer drive that lies ahead. So now, anyway, we are excited, I promise. And Johannesburg is Ventersburg, and there's a butcher there called the Fat Butcher, and he apparently makes the best biltong drivels. So when we came through a couple of weeks back to try out the Bundu Warrior, I stopped there, bought, and I can confirm their drivels is flipping amazing. And if you like yellow fat biltong, you just don't get better. So because I'm on such a tight timeline, I thought, hey, let me go on the website, got their number, phoned them up, and I literally said, listen dude, can I just order and literally run in, grab and go? So he's like, no problem, where are you? I told him I'm at the toll gate. He goes, it'll be an hour, everything will be ready. Service, that is proper. The Fat Butcher is now a drive-through. I love it. The challenge is having all of these bags so close, and not dipping into them. That's gonna be the real test of my resolve for the next 2 hours. I can do it for sure, no problem. I've got self-control. I mean, come on. Of course. Can't lie. So I don't miss Joburg and its traffic at all, and then you obviously throw in the rain, and you got accidents and already I am late to go and meet the guys from Salty. But anyway, it's been a hell of a day on the road, and it's just these little guys at the back, the doggos, have been absolutely amazing. I suppose all of us need to get our road trip fitness levels up. So this was a good start to it. But yeah, sure, good night's sleep tonight for all of us. Yeah, so look, I've got a massive smile on my face because this Salty brand is such a good collaboration between our two brands, but it's also like a really good fit from a clothing perspective. But how this whole deal came together is actually quite hilarious. So Mark Barnes is the MD of the industrial clothing company. So they do Javelin workwear, and they also have Salty the range. And him and I are kind of, I don't know, what would we call it, like commuter buddies, because I see him on the aeroplane every other day between P and Joburg. Very nice, by the way. So he phoned me up and he said to me, listen, I see you advertising your 3rd season. Are you keen on maybe doing a little apparel partnership? So I said, dude, 100% I'm in. So the next day I met with him. The day after that, I flew to Joburg, And I came through to their store and met with Mark Marie and the wonderful team, and what was laid out was literally all of this, the full range of salty, the bushwear and the beachwear. And I was like, this stuff is flipping amazing. And then the ball started rolling like super crazy fast, because what happened from that, I said, you know what, this would look really cool in the Justice Safaris merchandising store. So what ended up happening in literally the space of 10 days, we went from trying on the clothing, partnering with Salty, to getting Justice Safaris labels printed, to having those fitted onto the clothes. Mark Marie, Mark and the team, absolute machines. So we now have branded Salty clothing. So I'm actually really excited to see how the stuff came out, but I suppose I should say hello to Elize first. How's it? You good? Mark, Marie.
Hi.
I'm allowed loves. This looks amazing.
Thank you.
Miracle work in like no time.
We tried our bit.
No, it looks flipping cool.
She's a champion at it.
No, I promise you, it's like I was
Well done.
saying now when I came in, how quickly all of this actually came together.
100%. We have to make it happen. Eh?
How new is the badge? Because I see you got 1957. What's the history with Salty?
So Salty to us is a newer part of the brands in our stable. Javelin was started a long time ago in South Africa. Salty was actually established in 1957 when there was a need for this type of khaki clothing in Zimbabwe when they were building the hydroelectric scheme. And they also, with the game industry, was very alive in Zimbabwe at the time. So there was a real demand with lodges and the agricultural industry. We got involved with the brand a couple of years ago, and we saw an opportunity because of what South Africa is all really about. It's about the outdoors, it's about agriculture. We're very excited about it. It's growing for us enormously as a brand. It's the quickest growing division in our business. So we're having a lot of fun along the way with it, you know. We want it to be a bit more on the classic side. It must be functional. The guys must enjoy wearing the product and feel as they grow older that they're still satisfied in our gear. Because I think some of the other brands maybe push the fashion element way too much. What happens when you grow up, you know, when you mature? You want to go into, you're going to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, so we like to cater for young and old together.
It's also not just bushwear in terms of khakis and
it's a leisure
camo type
lifestyle.
stuff. I'm loving the surf look and feel, the distressed caps.
I think that, you know, everybody, even the farmer, goes on holiday to the coast, and that's what we wanted to give them back, with something that they could enjoy while they're on holiday that is different to that khaki shirt and khaki pair of shorts. That range within our own stable will grow in the future into, we'll add other product in. So
Speedos?
yeah, it's
you're gonna add a Speedo for me?
yeah, for you especially. Yeah.
Authenticity for me is key. You know, it's easy to go and sell out on things and kind of go, oh, cool, because somebody wants to get involved with you, but it's not a good fit. But for me, this really feels like a lekker fit. If I look at how I normally dress, the stuff I wear, it's 100% this. So it's a brand fit that works.
It's great. We think this journey together is going to be an interesting one. We're excited to see the videos and the nice holiday you guys are having.
Holiday. You know, it's always like holiday. It's not, I promise you, come with, you'll see. She's like, thank you. Super cool. Really
Pleasure,
happy.
man. It's lovely having you guys on board.
After trying the Warrior out on our earlier trip, we decided to give it a go for the season, providing BunduTech with a comprehensive full test of their latest offering. But there were a few things we wanted tweaked before setting off.
How's it, Marius?
This is...
You like it?
But
It's more practical, right?
This just
You're
makes...
going to be underneath your awning. You're going to park here with your buddies. You're going to cook something, have a coffee or tea or whatever.
I think you're going to find more and more people will go this option.
Yeah, so we're going to give some options out there. So this can be either a kitchen or packing space or a little bar if you want to have like whatever inside here.
Yeah. If I pull that fridge out, this becomes a really nice working corner for me.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool.
Awesome.
Then very, very glad. I know when we had this on our weekend, we didn't have a Mozzie solution.
Yeah, so this is going to get you that solution of getting the mozzies out, and you can actually...
And then obviously the windows are the
That's
windows.
it.
That's like it. You've got the little solar panel on the top. You've got the inverter. All of that sort of stuff is... I mean, you can...
Yeah, you can be
run
off
it.
grid for a while.
I'm very happy about it.
So last time you didn't have this. This is going to make your life a little bit easier. This is your wash basin area, hot and cold water right here, packing space on the side, and it's just a bit more convenient.
I mean, you never like talking about the washing thing because you never end up using it.
Not
but
really.
I love it.
That's a little bit of me time.
No, I love it. It's a really cool setup. What I do like about this with the box over what we had with the Buddha Trail is it's quite nice because you can store stuff in there. It's quite dust-proof.
It's more packing space.
Yeah,
100%.
it's actually very, very lacquer.
Yeah.
But awesome. And then obviously we've got our storage stuff up at the top, which
That's
is
it.
lacquer. Like I said to you, I think down the line, once these awnings and things are open, this is your only potential access
So yeah,
point.
like you said, we're actually going to put a step on here that you can flip
work.
down, almost like a Land Rover
Yeah.
step, and you can stand on there and reach your box on top there. You know almost the geyser settings and how to do your hot and cold and
No,
everything.
'cause we-
So I
I
try
try
to.
not to shower for 31 days.
Well, I mean, that's you. I do every couple of days. What I tell everybody with this geyser, the Bundu Trail, the Warrior, at home, wherever, is if you put it on the lowest pressure possible, this is for the water pump,
Yeah.
that the water running through the geyser actually ignites the geyser. So if you're going to have it on very little pressure, the flames sometimes dies. Because obviously you want to save water. So if you're going to put it max, it's going to be a lot of water pressure.
We'll obviously go and fill this up now,
yeah.
because this is also slightly bigger than the tank we had on the Bundu
Yes, I think it about 100 liters on
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
So, meneer,
Thank you.
See you.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
do.
Really, really keen to try this out
Love it.
properly now for 31 days. It'll be a real test. Yeah, look, I'm a big believer in that timing is everything, and it's probably a month and a half ago I was driving in Joburg and I got a phone call out of the blue on my way to the airport, and it's a guy by the name of Andrew from Simply Iconic.
I was in the car on the Krugersdorp Highway and I was saying to Leonka, you know, actually, we need to do something a little bit more, you know, with only dusty roads and the vision of maybe getting more into the off-road scene. What about Marius? And she was like half on the phone with her sister typing, and she said, Marius who? And I said, oh, Roberts. And I pulled up your number and I called you, and that's when we had the chat.
Bizarre.
And by the end of her call with her sister,
We'd done our stuff.
done our stuff.
That's because guys just get things done a lot quicker. but it's
Careful.
Yeah, no. This will be on camera and will get used and we will be in trouble. From a business perspective though, where did Simply Iconic start?
Well, it started with Leonka, my wife, and myself, way back in 2012, and started small, tiny. And our model was not going to be the same as many other branding companies where it's a whole bunch of salespeople. We would build on relationships and form relationships, and everything built on people we knew and their needs and passions. And our target industry is all the big guys, the fleet guys. We don't cut corners. That's our model. We've got 2 facilities here in Joburg. This one is the production house. We hardly have vehicles here. Sometimes we'll have small vehicles, buckies and commercial things that can fit in. But most of our work is done on site with customers, their warehouses or distribution centres.
So the challenge was, we've kept Pajero like super retro and old school. I love the burgundy and the two-tone with the silver. We don't want to change the logo because that kind of works for us. So it's about trying to find some way to freshen up for season 3. So Elize has been heavy on the designs, and Andrew's obviously been flipping amazing with all of his experience doing this as a business. So when I show it to you, I want you just to picture every time you drive along a long country road and you look into the distance and you see the mountains, that is what we're trying to create, that whole just to see how far it is vibe with the car. This has been quite a tricky thing. I think sometimes you can be so tempted to go and rebrand everything and make it look like not the original car. Backwards and forwards, getting our mountain kind of depth of field thing right.
We absolutely relate now after this last trip we did. I mean, we've traveled this road so many times. And after doing this job, I was like, hey, there's Marius's mountains, you know.
I've seen so many other brands that incorporate it, but it's the proper stylized mountain. It's got the edges, but no one does the mirage, the distance and the color grade. You guys have been super patient with us, because I know I'm like, yes, sometimes I think I know what I want, and then 30 seconds later it's totally different. So thank you, and lucky having you on board. But I think probably the most exciting part is that, you know, when we get on the road tomorrow, you guys are coming to join us, because that's what you do too. So it's awesome. I've said no to a beer while we're doing this interview, because I thought, you know, I'd be professional. But tomorrow, campfire, we're going to cheers this partnership.
We'll seal it in a beer.
We'll do a handshake
Thank
for
you.
now. Good
All right.
man. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's awesome. Okay, so you remember in season 2, I never heard the end of it from Elize, that the controvision we put on made her feel like she's sitting looking out of a microwave. So she made me, like, I promise you, it's a pinky promise, that in season 3 there will be no controvision on the windows, which obviously we're not going to do. But I'm going to mess with her. So I've got Andrew. He's going to print his logo. So when she arrives, we're going to see if she notices anything. Oh, I'm going to be in the dog box. I love it. Baby, come and just have a look at everything else. You okay? You okay with it? Gotta give him something.
I'm not covering the back window.
Oh,
I'm
that
not
is.
putting
That's
a
what
microwave again.
I mean, gotta give him something.
You were lying to me. I can see it in your eyes. I'm not doing it.
I had nothing to do with this. This is all Andrew. You sent a good job. Well done. Well done.
Could be anywhere else on the car.
The Sif at the nightmare. It is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're busy doing shopping. The car's not finished being branded yet, so that means we're going to be packing in the dark because we're on the road tomorrow. But the best thing is we're not fighting. Is that you smiling? Miracles happen. I'm sure I can change that. I'll change it.
Yes.
This is like our last fast food meal for 31 days. Well done today. Hectic. Right?
No, it's crazy. It's not done yet either, that's the problem.
But the warrior is a weekend warrior. So I think when we get to a place, we've got to unload all the ammo boxes, put them down in our camp. So then if we want something, we know where it is. So we don't have to go lumber up on the roof and try and find it, because we don't have that luxury like we had with the trail. So and that's what we've got to try and do.
Yeah, we have a lot less space. I'm a bit worried.
Yeah, it's just overwhelming actually. We had to put all this.
I'm very overwhelmed. Like really overwhelmed. Where are we going to put it?
Leave it
We
here.
need a trailer for our trailer.
Well, you I think the challenge too is it's like when it's your stuff, your trailer, you kind of know where everything goes. So we don't have that luxury. So we're going to spend a good couple of hours figuring out, have we got too much ready to take? What can we fit? What do we have to leave behind? And where does stuff go? And I just remember from previous seasons that, you know, it takes us a few days to figure out what works best for us. So I know there are going to be some tweaks along the way, but it's just obviously we are tired. And tomorrow morning early, I've still got odds and ends that I've still got to go and get because we ran out of time today. So it's going to be another late night.
Just to see how far it is. Oh, come on, brother, please. Won't show us just how far it is.
Let's do this thing. We're going just to see how far it is.
Let's go.
So this is how you serve the judges. And blow.
This is how they
Don't
time the
suck.
show. Standing back and watching people that don't know each other meeting for the first time, seeing all of the kids getting to know each other, making friends. I think that's kind of why we as South Africans love this, experiencing the joy of our country and meeting some amazing people. Thank you for kickstarting our 3rd season and being part of just to see how far it is.